Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Back. Just about to get my hair done, though. Don't mind. I know it looks like I'm finished.
You about to get handsome-fied.
Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.
What are these? Like some
Content creator. If y'all wonder, I'm doing my own vlog.
Yeah, go check her out. Hi, KY Marie.
Hi, Marie. Hi, I'm Kai Marie.
It's on YouTube.
I'm trying to feel like the 2K.
Oh, oh, that was the remote.
Oh, nice. I haven't even turned this on.
Yeah, plugged it up.
Thank you. Like, cheers.
MP said he woke up today ready to say something.
Let me see the remote. Thank you. Hi, copyright me.
Welcome to a special regular season contest. Tonight, doubles has the West quarterfinal in the NBA Cup. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And the power rankings look more concrete every day. Plenty of games behind us here in December. You take a look at the Cavaliers. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Seeing where Houston is, they've definitely made a statement here in the early going, outpacing some teams that were projected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with honor.
And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Murray and McCollum make up the talented backcourt. Ingram is the 3, with Zion playing the 4. And it's Messi in at the center position. We are in the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. It's the west side of the bracket with a group winner taking on the wild card.
Well, this is when the cup gets serious.
Wait,
it doesn't matter what you did in the group play. This is single elimination, loser go home, and winner moves on.
And it's Houston's ball. It's an understatement to say they're on a roll. They're coming in on a 15-game winning streak.
Well, just to be able to be on the call and see these guys in person is a real treat. They've been the talk of the NBA.
Damn, hold on.
During this streak.
Where'd Brooks go?
The question now becomes, can they sustain the focus and level of intensity? They are looking quite comfortably in control, so it's going to be interesting to see.
The shot by Ingram, no good. Thompson against Ingram. Van Vliet right side. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And Sengun throw it down.
Yeah, textbook work by Sengun, setting a solid screen.
Damn. Hold on. Wow, that's crazy. Huh? Yeah.
And then getting over.
The Pelicans have gone 1 for 3 so far. McCollum, the pass to Murray. Back to McCollum. Here's Messi. Good D by Sengun.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Go up, go up, go up.
Outside Easton.
Oh, shit, my fault.
He buries it from 3.
Well, early in this game, they made one good play after
Good shit, man. Good shit.
And here's Murray. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. Drills it from deep.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And Sengun throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Sengun. I love when he goes up with power.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Van Vliet against Murray. McCollum outside from behind the arc. It's hauled in by Houston. Sengun's got 4 rebounds now. Out to the right wing. Sengun, a screen on McCollum. Down low. And Sengun gets it to go. Sengun's got 10 points in the game.
They're really working the paint now.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Pelicans. Trailing by 8. This is the first they're seeing of Houston.
They'll be looking to impose their will against this team, something they couldn't achieve last season.
All right, a moment to check out some numbers for him.
And currently, he's in the zone. A tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 games look a lot different from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
The Rockets lead by 8 after a trade to New Orleans back in 2019. Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting. And beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive, too.
Here's
No, hold on.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, one of the sharpest players off the floor, C.J. McCollum.
Well, Brian, he also did a great job as president of the Players Union, and he's great on his podcast, too.
I'm sure he'll be doing games with you suited up after his playing career.
Yeah, I just hope he's not taking my job.
And McCollum drops a move. Right on the line, we've got our
What's that,
insider,
Stephen
Shams
Gunn?
Charania.
Hell yeah, he
What do you
gonna
have
take
for
it.
us, Shams?
Thanks, guys. A big move for the Pelicans this summer. Trading
You be
for
saying
DeJounte
some
Murray,
crazy shit,
a
bro, for
versatile
no reason.
durable point guard who's proven to be one of the best clutch players. His acquisition
Actually, one of
addresses
them.
some of the
That's
Pelicans' greatest needs. Guys, I'm very interested
sir.
to see how this plays out.
A big piece. Okay, Shams, appreciate the update.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And again, New Orleans no good.
Damn, boss.
Can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
Pelicans trail by 10.
Big dog, you gotta make that
Let's
one.
catch up with Allie.
I was able to talk.
Yeah, block that shit. Yeah.
We got to talking about Brandon Ingram, and I asked how coach thought they might limit him tonight.
Hey, yes,
Coach
sir.
told me, well, there's nothing we can do about his size and his length, so we're hoping just to frustrate him and keep him off balance by giving up in his business and contesting shots. Hopefully that plan pans out for them, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Boogies.
Murray, no good.
Let's go.
They're on a 19-7 run. Şengün, a screen on McCollum. Miracle Man passes to Şengün. Another one falls for Houston.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Murray finds Williamson. Oh, the
God.
shot by Williamson.
Well, that contact does nothing to Zion. He's just way too strong.
Pass to Miracle Man. Şengün, a screen on McCollum. Miracle Man passes to Şengün. Good. Şengün's got 16 points now.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
McCollum with it.
Man, hold on.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Messi, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense
Oh, you got
and
it
lead
cut.
it to the score.
Şengün, a screen on
Kept
McCollum.
going.
Miracle Man passes to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Ingram against Thompson. McCollum outside. They set the pick.
Oh, shit.
Pass to Messi. Clock at 2. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock.
Rebound.
The shot by Ingram.
Yeah. Push it, push.
Offensively. Perhaps a little
Go up.
frustration setting in.
Thompson
Oh, my
outside.
God.
Screen by Eason. Driving to the basket. Miracle Man passes
Go
to
up.
Eason.
Oh,
Thompson outside. Here's Miracle Man. Knocks down the triple. And the Rockets lead by 17.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Van Vliet against Murray. The Rockets pull it in.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they wanted to take.
Here's Şengün. Messi grabs the board.
Well, the
Hey,
defense
dude, I know
was
you
right
can
where
make that,
they
bro.
needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Murray against Van Vliet. Williamson outside. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's
Look
got
at
his
me.
7th rebound of the game with that last one.
hit the hole.
Here's Thompson. And he makes it
Yes,
a layup.
sir.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Here's Murray. In his last outing, he had 11 points. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Ingram. To the inside. Here's Williamson. And his ball.
He
Yeah.
hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
Nah, you don't gotta give it back. You take it too long, buddy.
Eason, screen on Murray.
Yes, sir. Get in there.
Passes to Eason. The
You
putback.
gotta make
Great
it, brother.
positioning on the putback.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Pelicans. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Graham, by now, many of the questions we had coming into the season have been answered.
Oh, no question, B.A. But it's still a long way to go. We know how much can change over the course of a season, so I wouldn't be surprised if a contender or two has yet to emerge.
Jones, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Hawkins comes in for DeJounte Murray.
All right, I'm just
Yeah.
going to say it.
Please. Hold on. Yeah. Whoa. Wow.
I'm like, wow, you starting to look like me back there, bro.
Wow. That's crazy.
He's over the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
Miracle Man passes to Landale. Oh, he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Here's Hawkins. Oh, Brooks with the steal.
Oh, yeah, Brooks. And took you out the lineup, big dog. What's going on?
Here's Whitmore outside. And he buries his first look.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great
Sure,
example
man.
of how to build a lead and then sustain
What
it.
is-
You win games on both ends of the floor.
They set the screen. Williamson left side.
I got
And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Williamson with it. His last outing in, 24 points. Oh, Brooks with the steal.
Oh, yeah, Brooks.
And here we go. The Rockets in transition. And that was good, Whitmore.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher
so
level.
last time I had
Getting a
106
steal
points.
and turning it into quick points.
I'm going to just try to get as many assists as I can.
Tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. It wound up getting pretty ugly.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive.
And taking a look at the last 10 games, these are the teams that have attacked the offensive glass and been rewarded for their efforts. The fourth spot held by the Pelicans.
Well, you love the attack mindset on the glass. They've imposed their will physically.
1:41 left to play in the first quarter.
Hey, Brooks out here going crazy. Better get that boy that ball. Damn.
Dunk at the end of the break.
Now you guys actually go upset.
His athleticism. When Brooks gets open space around the rim, he looks to throw it down with authority.
New Orleans has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Here's Hawkins, still without a bucket. McCollum outside. 6 on the shot clock. They need this. It's hauled in by Landale. Houston has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
You did it.
There's 53
Gotta give it
seconds
to
left
God,
in the first
though.
quarter. For three, McCollum. It's
Good
hauled in by
skill.
Miracle Man.
Pay the bill.
And here are the Rockets.
Shut down.
To the middle. Here's Landale. And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. McCollum, a pass to Robinson Earl. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Launches a three. McCollum's shot is off.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the key.
Hold on. It says it's one.
You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
But it might be like a bot. I never know. Unless somebody says something in the chat, then I'll be knowing.
Scoring and rebounding. Back
But I
to the
don't
game
know
after this break.
when they leave or not.
You want to show your hair? Honey. Hey, there, long.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. There's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
So for New Orleans right now, we've got Herb Jones. Jeremiah Robinson Earl is out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Hawkins in a two-guard. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, Miracle Man, last time out against the Clippers, put on a show. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he was on a tear in that game, recording a season high in points. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
I'm using the avocado leave-in treatment. Take a screenshot.
Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, it seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Here's Hawkins. No points so far. Knocks down the long J.
This is a go-to shot for Hawkins because he knows how dangerous he can be from downtown.
Here's Miracle Man. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. Back to Whitmore. Yet another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
Tossing the pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
It's stuck in my head.
Second quarter of action. About a minute and a half played.
Crazy thing is, it only played like 5 seconds.
From 12 feet, he hits the back iron and sinks it. Hawkins has got 5 points.
It's not often, but Hawkins will take these mid-range looks when they come his way.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Jones comes with a double team. Şengün finds Holiday. Here's Miracle Man. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one. Outside Jones. Back to McCollum. The 3 ball.
Nope.
And a again, it's New Orleans with a three.
It took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Inside, here's Whitmore. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. 11 points in the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Hawkins. Fires
Hell
to
no,
three.
nigga.
The Rockets pull it in. Their last
Think
game, a win
you
against the
balling
Clippers.
on
Looking
me?
to carry
Hell
into this
no.
one.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Hawkins, the pass to McCollum. To the right side. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hawkins. Offline from the top of the
What
key.
was that?
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Rockets. The
Shoot
three
it.
from Thompson. And again,
Shooter.
another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Here's Hawkins. And again, New Orleans, no
I
good.
just,
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the three of his own.
And Miracle Man gets it to go.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Pass to Hawkins. Looking to end the run. McCollum taking his time here. He's off on the layup.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Here's Miracle Man. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 5th assist in this one.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And there's the screen.
man, we need to do it.
Pass to Hawkins from the arc. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Whitmore's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Holiday. Thompson passes to Miracle Man. To the paint. Here's Whitmore. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Yeah. Well, no, I think it was the 80 something.
Give him 8 points now. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Miracle Man. And he converts the layup. Miracle Man's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Here's Hawkins. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game.
Well, there's no question.
Bro, that
he's
nigga not
carrying
like
the
that,
load in
bro.
this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Holiday passes to Miracle Man.
Don't know.
Down low. Another possession, another assist.
And this last assist ties him for the franchise record for most in a game. What a performance he's having.
He's been passing with pinpoint accuracy all game long. Pass to Jones. McCollum outside. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Shoot it.
Here's Miracle Man. Şengün, the screen. Miracle Man passes to Şengün. Yet another assist.
And sure enough, he's just set the single-game franchise record for assists.
Showing that vision, both to find his teammates and to reach for new heights. This one for 3. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Houston has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Miracle Man passes to Thompson. Here's Miracle Man. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Miracle Man's got 22.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
McCollum with a screen on Thompson. And again, New Orleans no good. Houston has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. To the inside.
Now why the fuck? All right, bro.
Pass to Miracle Man. To the middle. And Sengun throw it down.
And we sort of expect this from Sengun. He's proven to be a reliable scorer.
The Pelicans shooting only 36% during the second. Here's Hawkins. He's got 11. To snap the cold streak. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Hawkins has got 13 now.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's the pick. Here's Miracle Man. The Pelicans pull it in.
Wow, missed opportunity from point-blank range. You got to make those. Well, he just doesn't have it right now.
Hey, nigga, shut up.
It's as simple as that.
See, that's what I be talking about, Steph.
Yep.
Van Gundy.
He's just
Shut up,
dominating
nigga.
right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's McCollum. Outside Jones. The three. The Rockets pull it in. Sengun's got rebound number 12 now.
Go in, go in, go
On the
in.
glass. Back to Whitmore. On the wing, Thompson. Here's Miracle Man. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist with that last one. And so McCollum will bring it up for New Orleans. Pass to Hawkins. Jones sets a screen. The three is up. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter.
Man, who is this nigga?
He can to will them back into this game.
Inside, here's Whitmore. And again, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
Looking like Scott Skiles right now with all these dimes. Pass to Hawkins for 3.
Hey, nigga, if you shoot another goddamn three, bro, I'm gonna foul the shit out of you.
6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Miracle Man. There's a screen. He takes it in. Outside Holiday.
Then this nigga gonna pass it.
Here's Miracle Man. Offline with a 3. And New Orleans shooting a low 26% from the field. Here's Jones.
Damn, hold on.
And it's Whitmore with the rebound.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
You know, there's so much to like about Herb Jones. It's hard to know where to start with this
In
guy.
your mouth.
Well, Brian, I think I know where it starts. It starts with him being an all-defensive caliber defender, one of the best in the league. But then lately, he's been so efficient from three-point range, and his overall efficiency at the offensive end has gone way up. He's become a complete player.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pelicans are still developing their on-court chemistry. Coach Willie Green said this group is still pretty young in terms of being on the floor together. We're starting to figure it out. We just have to stay committed and continue to be elite on both ends of the floor, and it starts with our defense. B.A.?
They've really got something, Allie. Thanks. There's a screen by Robinson Earl. Here's Hawkins. And again, New Orleans no good. Pass to Miracle Man. Down low. Out to Thompson. Misses the 3. Well, the Pelicans shooting at 30% here in the second. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Shot's good by McCollum.
And you can't give McCollum any airspace, or he will torch you off the dribble.
To the paint. Here's Whitmore. And And another dime for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Shot's good by McCollum.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Şengün, the screen. It'll count.
Damn.
That's not going to go. And so it's the Houston Rockets making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Hey, folks, we'll get things going here with a look at the injuries this team has battled.
Well, the absence of Jalen Green, very unfortunate. High-level athlete, scorer, not to mention the creativity he brings.
You know, we always talk about the value of depth. His loss really puts that to the test. And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Pelicans.
The big reason they're getting washed out, it's been raining threes.
But they didn't know this was coming? They didn't watch the film? Read the scout report? Come on, man.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start
Nah,
of the third.
that nigga just kept hitting shots. I'm like, who is this nigga?
Oh, from the other side?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Tari Eason is out there with Thompson. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then there's Alperen Şengün. And it's Miracle Man in at the two-guard spot. And that's the group for Ime
Now,
Udoka
come
as
on,
we begin the
bro.
second
Are you
half.
serious?
Lets the three fly. Hits the trifecta. Miracle Man's got 33 points.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game. And he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Ingram again.
He's putting on a clinic in team basketball, and these fans recognize it.
He's tallied the most assists in a single game in team history. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Murray passes to Williamson. Spins. Murray, no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Şengün, a screen on McCollum. To the inside. And again, another assist.
The passing display just doesn't end. Tally up another assist for him.
Well, that one will put him tied for third in the all-time assist list. One of the best games I've ever seen.
Yeah, 28 assists, and he's equaled some legends. Guys like Stockton and Kuzi, just to pick a few.
Outside Ingram. 6 to shoot. Pass to Messi. Murray from outside. Counted from distance. Murray's got 6.
Well, over the course of his career, Murray has been a much improved jump shooter.
Şengün, a screen on McCollum. Miracle Man passes to Şengün. Here's Miracle Man. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. VanVleet against Murray. Going inside. Out to McCollum.
No!
The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating.
Go up.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Eason. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Alperen Şengün.
And we've seen a jump in the last few years in terms of his rebounding. The heart, the hustle, his ability to read shot trajectories and crash the glass at the right time, and his teammates really appreciate the hard work.
McCollum, pass to Williamson.
Oh, whoa.
Fires from deep. And McCollum, good for 3. 13 points in the game.
I love McCollum's versatility as a scorer. He moves just all over the floor and gets it done.
To the middle. Here's Easton. Yet another assist.
He continues to create and engineer good looks for his teammates.
And that last pass tied him for second all-time for most assists in a game.
Just a jaw-dropping performance, tying Kevin Porter's 29 assists from way back in '78.
McCollum outside, puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün. Thompson outside. Pass to Miracle Man. And here's Van Vliet.
Oh, yeah.
Another possession, another assist.
I am just speechless here. He has now tied the record for most assists in a game.
A transcendent game. His command of the offense on complete display.
And how about that matching Scott Skiles' 30 assists from 1990? Long time coming.
Murray passes to Williamson. Oh, Williamson throws it down.
Defying the laws of physics, Zion Williamson.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Van Vliet, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Screened by Easton. Miracle Man passes to Easton. Yet another assist.
And the record is his alone. What a game for him.
Truly a game for the ages, as he has passed his way into history before our very eyes.
For so long, Scott Skiles' mark of 30 assists was the top of the history books. I'm still shocked it was toppled here tonight.
New Orleans calls timeout.
I'd be glad to. They'd be like, oh, like out of nowhere. What happened to do that?
Landale's checked in for Houston.
Because they're trying to
Brooks
switch
comes
up
in
their
for Thompson.
play.
And let's pause for a moment to recognize the teams with the best three-point shooting. Number one, Houston.
Having the shooters they have, the best three-point shooting team in the league, it opens up the whole court by stretching the defense out.
Yeah, yo, she be playing 2K.
Back to Williamson. Pass to McCollum. From 11 feet away. That one a little long.
Well, I played the
Houston has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Outside Easton. Here's Miracle Man. McCollum defends. Got it.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Pelicans. Inside. And that one is hammered home.
I like that from Murray. I mean, he lets things develop and then boom, assist.
The Rockets have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. And he drives in. Pass to Miracle Man. To the paint. Here's Landale. The layup misses. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Ingram's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Miracle Man passes to Easton. Van Vliet outside. On target from about 13 feet. Van Vliet's gotten 4 this quarter.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Murray for 3. It's hauled in by Landale. Landale's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Here's Easton. Pass to Landale. Here's Miracle Man. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries again. And it's good on the lay-in. Miracle Man's got 37. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
And there's a pick. There's McCollum with the three. The Rockets pull it in.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Murray from outside. It's hauled in by Landale. Landale's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Miracle Man, defended by Murray. Here's Miracle Man. And Houston, another three.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his 2nd in this half.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Murray. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Murray's got 8.
And when he gets to the rim like that, it's almost impossible to take away options from Murray.
Here's Miracle Man. McCollum defends. And again, another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Green's checked in for Eason. And the Pelicans also making a change. Jones is checked in. Here's Williamson. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. Pass to Jones. McCollum with it. Takes the three. Rebounded by Green.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost? Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they look really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
And for the Pelicans, they're shooting about 40% so far in the third. Tipped away. Van Vliet with it. And it's Ingram picking him up. Down low. Powered down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
And that's just fantastic court awareness. Van Vliet sensing the overcommitment and finding the open teammate.
And the Pelicans shooting poorly, just 30% so far. Outside Ingram. Will it go? The Rockets pull it in. Landale's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Miracle Man. He's got 44. Green finds Van Vliet. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Van Vliet's got 6 in the quarter.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Here's Ingram. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And another dime for him.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well. Hitting his guys right in their spots. Pass to Ingram.
All the way.
Lets it go from deep. That shot off.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Yeah.
Green with a screen on McCollum. Clock at 6. Nice catch and finish on the lob.
When you watch Van Vliet, he's in total control of the offense.
I got it.
And here's New Orleans now. Pass to Messi. Now McCullum to stop the drought. Doesn't go that time.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet sinks the tray. Van Vliet's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
Now McCullum, 13 points in the game. Pass to Williamson. It's hauled in by Houston. Landale's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Miracle Man, covered by Ingram. 56 seconds left to play in the third quarter here, and Landale gets it to go.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Well, New Orleans shooting only 30% in the third quarter. Pass to Messi. Here's Ingram. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Ingram's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, you know Ingram has such a good all-around game. No problem at all from that mid-range area.
And they recover it. Van Vliet outside. Green, a screen. Shot clock at 6. From deep. That's good from Van Vliet. And the assist from Green. Green's got 3 assists tonight. And so McCullum will bring it up for New Orleans. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Puts up a deep 3, and that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Houston way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. We'll be right back after this word. And welcome back to the game, folks. No words properly describe the record-breaking quarter we just saw. Play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater.
And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. And now they'll move on in the NBA Cup tournament to the West semifinals.
They've got their sights set on winning that cup this year. So far, so good. They just have to keep playing at a high level.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
I always knew you had the team win, That's my guy right there.
Yo, MP just broke the single game assist record. That's unreal.
Man, I know Scott Skiles is big mad somewhere right now. Crowd looks hype tonight. Better come with me.
They usually pop up right here in the corner.
Let's get down.
The world-famous Las Vegas sign on the south side of the Strip. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the NBA Cup semifinals. It's been a thriller here in the Western Conference, and we expect more of the same tonight. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And a quick look at some of the numbers for him.
And if you measure a player's effectiveness by his passing, he's been very effective lately. Look at his assists in the last 10 games compared to the rest of the season. He's in the midst of a great run.
Now, look at Dallas' starting lineup. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. The star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set, and it's Thompson in at the 3. And for Houston, Tari Eason is out there with Alperen Sengun. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Fred VanVleet, and it's Miracle Man in at the 2-guard spot. A nice shot by Doncic. Looking back at last year's West semifinal in the NBA Cup, the Lakers hammered the Pelicans 133-89.
Yeah, LA had a giant third quarter, outscoring New Orleans 43-17. Of course, 2 days later, the Lakers winning their first ever NBA Cup tournament.
So for Dallas, their last game will win against San Antonio.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Here's Doncic after the Rockets pick up 3. On its way from Irving for 2. Sengun with the rebound.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And great find by VanVleet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Doncic passes to Irving. Now, here's Doncic. He just worked San Antonio in that last game. Down low, shot clock at 6, and stolen by Sengun. Brooks with no one around, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Brooks not shy about firing away. I mean, it's important that he continues to make these jump shots he's taking.
Outside Irving. Back to Doncic. Shoots over VanVleet, and Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night.
Luka uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
Inside, here's Sengun. Mavericks with the rebound.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's good from long range. Doncic has got his third basket of the night right there. And it's VanVleet with the ball for Houston. They are on a phenomenal run right now. 16 consecutive wins.
And it is very impressive, but it's also interesting. I mean, even sitting here at the broadcast table and the storyline this group has created has you just impressed and a little scratch in your head because we expect drama and a certain amount of unpredictability with this crew. That's not gone away, but I tell you, this team seems to be minimizing or mitigating the volatility. They seem to be a lot more solid of late.
Şengün with the bucket.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all three levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Now, here's Washington. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Doncic, no good. Rockets leading by 4. Here's Miracle Man. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. 6 points for Miracle Man.
Good job by Şengün finding the open man. It's what great centers do.
Doncic finds Thompson. Here's Irving. No good on the shot. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Brooks, the pass to Miracle Man. Eason, a screen on Washington. Here's Miracle Man. Buries the long-range jumper. Miracle Man's got 9.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Mavericks trail by 9. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. Coach said how much he admires Klay Thompson, saying, that guy is a champion. Coming back from 2 years away, Thompson's still one of the best two-way guards in the league. Nothing but respect for Klay. There's zero argument here. Thompson surely a future Hall of Famer. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Here's Miracle Man coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans. Eason's shot is good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. The Rockets, number 1.
Great defenders both individually and collectively. I mean, you can tell they really love accepting that challenge. They can stifle you at that end of the floor.
Doncic outside. And again, unable to change momentum. Here's Van Vliet. And that one, good.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here's Thompson following the basket by Fred Van Vliet. And Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Şengün with this screen on Irving. Pass to Şengün. Here's Miracle Man for 3. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Miracle Man's got 12 points in the game. Doncic passes to Lively. Now Washington. Dallas moving the ball around. And it's Irving missing. To Miracle Man. Şengün with this screen on Irving to the middle. And Şengün throws it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here's Thompson. Scoreless thus far. A shot by Washington. He's wide open. Drills the three-pointer.
He's a stretch forward now with a dangerous outside shot. Washington loves letting that one fly from there.
Şengün with a screen on Irving. Şengün with the bucket. He's got 9.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now, here's Washington. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 20-5 run here.
Go in, go in.
Eason gets a wide open look. Good on the triple. And the Rockets lead by 18.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 9. Shoots it up. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks, guys. The lack of three-point shooting abandoned them in the finals. The Mavericks have addressed
I mean, yeah, it's
in
just,
a major way.
is it scalable? It is, but again, you're going to have to really like doing it.
Another ring to his championship resume.
You don't have to be in people there all day.
Without a doubt, Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. Here's Miracle Man. The Mavericks making the shot. And over these past weeks,
damn, Kyrie, what's going on, brother?
Now, here we are in the West semifinals, the final step before the championship game.
Yeah, there's a lot more on the line here than your regular season contest. A win for one of these teams means a ticket to the championship. While this game tonight will count as a regular season win or loss, the championship, that's an entirely unique game outside the regular season schedule.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jock Landale's checked in for Şengün. Cam Whitmore comes in for Tari Eason. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Brooks. Doncic, no good. Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against New Orleans.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Last time they met was in Dallas.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup. And their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
I really think they've got to find a way to produce easier baskets. I mean, whether they do it by running in transition or getting to the free throw line, they don't want a repeat of that past performance.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 9. Pass to Marshall. Here's Grimes. Fires away from way outside. Thompson with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Miracle Man, good.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Doncic after the made shot from Miracle. Sinks the three-pointer. Washington's got 6 points.
That was silky smooth there by Washington. Only takes him a few seconds to lock and load.
There's 1:38 left here in the first quarter. Here's Miracle Man. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Pass to Whitmore. Van Vliet with it. Shoots over Doncic, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Rockets leading by 21. 43 seconds left in the first. And Whitmore throws it down.
Real he's seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim.
I ain't going slow.
And so here is Dallas following the score by Houston. And here's Doncic from the arc. That one, no good.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Miracle Man. He's covered by Washington. Just 5 on the clock. Miracle Man, good.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he can wind up with a crazy number of threes.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams wanted to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so it's the Houston Rockets riding high with a 23-point lead. Welcome back to the 2024 NBA Cup semifinals. We're so glad you could join us. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Houston.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, they've got Irving. He's out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Marshall in at the 4-man position.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Hi, Kevin. Well, Miracle Man in their last game against New Orleans lit up the floor. He had 44 points and made everyone around him better with his passing, with a whole lot of assists. An amazing performance. Probably won't see a night like that anytime soon. Kevin?
Thanks, David. It was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was his effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Not a lot of room. It's rebounded by Houston. Miracle Man, the pass to Şengün.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Marshall following the score by Houston. Dinwiddie wide open. That doesn't go either for Dinwiddie. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleber's checked in, and it's the Rockets with the ball. After Spencer Dinwiddie missing on that last three-pointer. Here's Miracle Man. 1 point in the game.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Irving against Thompson. Shakes him. It's rebounded by Houston. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Eason passes to Miracle Man. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Miracle Man's got 4 points this quarter. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Mavericks. Kleber with a screen on Thompson. Irving from long range. Eason grabs the board. Eason's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's Thompson with the jam.
He's got a rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin. On this trip, they can't continue to come up empty.
An absolute bully in the lane. Nothing the smaller defender can do there.
Mavericks making a switch here. Osprey's checked in. Dallas shooting their first free throw of the game right now. The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Pass to Miracle Man.
71.
Şengün with a screen on Dinwiddie. Back to Şengün. Thompson passes to Miracle Man. That's it. Coming off the assist from Thompson. 26 points for Miracle Man.
Getting his team the best shot on the floor. Lynn Thompson feeds a ready shooter that time.
Thompson against Irving. Pass to Dinwiddie. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Man, nigga,
Dinwiddie with the steal.
why the fuck would you bounce past that?
And on the way from Irving for three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Miracle Man, the pass to Easton. Here's Miracle Man. Here's Şengün. And he gets the bucket. Şengün's got 6 here in this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here is Irving. 20 points for him last game against San Antonio.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Just 1 of 6 this quarter, and it looks like he's going to try to shoot his way out of this funk.
Here's Miracle Man. Dinwiddie covering. Şengün with the bucket.
Well, Alperen Şengün's developed into a great scorer. He can put up some big numbers.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
He gets it in there. Miracle Man's got 28 points for the game.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Dinwiddie outside. Off target with his 3.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Pass to Miracle Man. That's it. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. He picked up 12 points in their last win against San Antonio. Launches a 3, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
The guy who shoots freely at the perimeter, Brooks, can do real damage from out there.
Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Irving to stop the run. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be the game where they would get battered inside like they had. You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well.
Damn.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing
like
that
he ain't playing
exuberance.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Dinwiddie outside. Irving looking over the floor. And it's winner go home here, and this is what you love about the Cup, right, guys? The semifinals of the Cup are so enthralling. It's the closest thing we have to a college basketball tournament.
Yeah, everything is on the line in this one moment. That creates a lot of excitement, a lot of drama, and that's what the league was trying to achieve with this event.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Whitmore, he's checked in for Brooks. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Amen Thompson. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Thompson outside. Doncic outside. Back to Thompson. On the wing, Dinwiddie. And here's Doncic from the arc. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. It's him 5 for 12 so far.
I know Doncic takes pride in being able to produce for his team. He's doing it at a high level here.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Thompson after the made shot from Miracle. Back to Doncic. Off target from three-point range. Houston's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. And the layup's good off the glass. Whitmore's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Doncic outside. Dinwiddie sets the screen for Doncic. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Doncic has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Mavericks. Pass to Miracle Man. That falls. Great assist by VanVleet. VanVleet's got his 5th assist in this one. Maverick shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Now, Lively. The 3 for Doncic. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Miracle Man. That one a little long. Dallas shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Here's Miracle Man. 37 points for him. 1:41 left to play here in the half. Pass to Washington. Now here's Dinwiddie. Looking to end his cold spell. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Now here's VanVleet. He picked up 12 points in their last win against New Orleans. That one drops for him. Şengün's got 10 points in the quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Here's Thompson. His last outing, he had 8 points. Eason against Washington. Clock at 6. And it's Doncic missing. And so here is Houston. Here's Miracle Man. The offensive rebound.
Brother.
Good. Şengün's got 23.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Good work there as it goes.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Spins. Here's Miracle Man. Doncic with the steal.
What?
On the wing, Doncic. Down low. Here's Dinwiddie. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. 9 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
Hey, props to Dinwiddie there. I mean, Spencer, the closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous.
Now, come on, bro.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's Houston with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break.
We're back again. Welcome. It's that time again to take a peek at how the mid-season power rankings are shaping up.
Taking a look here at the Rockets, they're the top dog at the moment. You have to say they've earned it with their play on the court. Stellar performances.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Houston Rockets.
Look, guys, anything...
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We are just one half away from finding out who will be headed to the championship game of the NBA Cup. Miracle Man having a dominant impact in this one.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
We've got Fred VanVleet, Alperen Sengun out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Miracle Man in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Udoka. He's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team who will have its ability to affect winning right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
And so here is Houston after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Eason finds VanVleet. Brooks for 3. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got 6 assists here tonight. Pass to Washington. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and roll.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Mavericks have been much improved defensively. Coach Jason Kidd says when you're leaning on Luka offensively to deliver, and he does, you have to be able to cover him. Not just him, but Kyrie. The focus on playing defense and protecting one another is at a high right now. It can't just be 3 guys. It has to be all 5. Kevin?
It is, David. You're right. It's a team game. And Doncic throws it down.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
Miracle Man, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Miracle Man's got 42 in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now Eason, after Luka Doncic's 3-pointer that didn't go. Count that one. 44 points for Miracle Man.
And obviously his momentum from the last game is carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks guys don't last minutes. They last days.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. And he'll shoot free throws here.
Damn, Clay, what is wrong with you?
He had a defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Rockets shoot their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts
knocking
of the game.
niggas out the way.
That free throw missing. Houston making some changes. Adams checked in for Sengun. And it's Green and for Tari Eason. And the second free throw, good. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Doncic passes to Lively. And here is Irving. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Doncic kicks to Irving. And the 3 off target. Rockets are gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Right.
Now, here's Washington. 11 points in the game. Here's Miracle Man. He's covered by Irving. And here's Green outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Green's got his first bucket of the game. And he's on the board for 3. Doncic passes to Thompson. Here's Irving. Tries again. Green with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. He just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Here's Thompson, stolen by Brooks. Here's Van Vliet, and another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The 3 for Doncic. It's rebounded by Houston.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough.
Again, what an avalanche!
And this is an all-time great score, a 50-point performance tonight.
Rally's just cracked the top 5, alone in 5th place for the most career 50-point performances.
At 50 for the 18th time, Harden, Kobe, Jordan, and Blue have had more. That's a who's who of scores.
Houston's got the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Here's Miracle Man. And got it. Another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Now, here is Irving. Guarded closely. Lively with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's the 3. And Irving hit the basket on the assist by Doncic. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
Here's Miracle Man. Non-stop scoring machine here. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Irving for 3. Green with the rebound. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on an 18-7 run. Miracle Man, good.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Doncic finds Lively. From outside the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
And he has started to turn it on now after that slow start.
Here's Miracle Man. Brooks right side. Van Vliet outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Miracle Man. And ball. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got his 8th assist here tonight. For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. A 3-pointer, no good. Here's Miracle Man. Rebound by Washington.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Here's Lively. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Lively's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Miracle Man. A rebound by Washington.
Damn, Kyrie. All right.
Outside Irving. Here he goes. The Rockets
Like you
roll
missed
it
the
in.
layup, man. No.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game so far.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point parade.
Damn, hold on.
Gunning it and have not stopped.
And so Green will bring it up for Houston to the inside. And another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel. Actively
Keeping your
seeking
head
out
on the
his teammates.
swivel. Making away. That's not how.
And here is
I
Washington.
know.
13 points in the game. Count it. 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
Love watching Kyrie do his work in there. Kyrie's so good and crafty and tight.
Here's Miracle Man. Good. He hits again.
I forgot that lag.
61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Dallas shooting 42% from the field here in the third. Clark famously, like Van Vliet, was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size, but man, when you look at his intangibles, it's hard to not be impressed
Get a
with what
bucket,
Fred
nigga.
VanVleet has done. He is an incredible basketball player. Smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player.
Van Vliet against Doncic. Outside Irving.
Damn.
Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
All right, Kyrie.
He's got 13 points in just this quarter.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
The Mavericks shoot at 36% of the night. They've got to step it up offensively. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Irving. Solid defense right there from Miracle Man. And here are the Rockets. Pass to Green. Here's Miracle Man.
Right. Damn.
And a miss there on the triple. 1:30 left in the third quarter. Thompson for three. Another three for Dallas.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
Here's Miracle Man. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Fires the three. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Pass to Washington. Thompson looking for an opening. The Rockets shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor.
Yeah.
Here's Miracle Man.
No, he's good.
And he drives in. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington.
What a nice job getting up to deny that shot. Washington showing you terrific anticipation on that rejection.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock.
Clay, bro. What? Nigga.
For Houston, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw
Don't do that
attempts.
shit again.
That's good for Miracle Man. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jock Landale's checked in for Steven Adams. Cam Whitmore comes in for Jeff Green. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Markieff Morris is checked in for Derek Lively. Marshall comes in for P.J. Washington. Dante Exum is checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Irving. Dallas, no good that time either.
Dang.
And so it's Houston holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor general shot?
So AC Houston taking the W here. And this sends them straight to the NBA Cup Tournament Final. A huge honor and a great opportunity for this team.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they knew what was on the line tonight. And I think they played with postseason intensity to punch their ticket to that finals contest.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Ault, this is Kevin.
No.
Great win tonight, Anthony.
No. Yeah.
They talk the talk, but you walk the walk.
Oh my God. Wait, hold on, babe. You better start. Are you about to start one? Are you about to start one? What movie? Huh?
I can't hear.
No, I'm about to start. Close it. Or just asking.
You can look at Netflix and see.
You didn't look how it was today.
I didn't get a chance on it. I just knew it was fixed.
So let's go back and get sleep back. I'm falling asleep. It's helping. Guys, she was embarrassed sleeping on a tree.
I would make the face that you making, but I don't even embarrass myself.
So, I'm up over here. I appreciate y'all. Catch me next time. Try to stream again tomorrow. See y'all. Thank y'all for watching. And be blessed. Love everyone. Love all my haters, all my supporters. And God bless.